हेलो नमस्कार। खुश रहो बच्चों। आई एम जेवीएन डॉक्टर शहनवाज आलम, असिस्टेंट प्रोफेसर ऑफ ज्योति विद्यापीठ, वुमेन्स यूनिवर्सिटी जयपुर। Today we discuss about most important concept of Indian economy. Today topic is impact of economic reform on Indian economy. A financial system is network of financial institutions, financial market, financial instruments, and financial service to facilitate the transfer of funds. The system consists of savers, intermediaries, instruments, and ultimate user fund. The level of economic growth largely depends upon and is facilitated by the state of financial system prevailing in the economy. Efficient financial system and sustainable economic growth for, are necessary the condition for economic growth. The financial system mobilize and saving and challenging them into productive activity and thus the influence of economic development. Economic growth is hampered for one to effective financial system. Broadly speaking, financial system deal with three interrelated and interdependent variables: money, credit, and finance. Strengthening of financial system has been one of central issues facing emerging market and developing economy, and this has especially critical case for a country like India. Sound financial systems are an important channel to achieving economic growth through mobilization of financial saving, putting them to productive use and transferring various risks in order to challenge the resources of the country in best use. Many countries adopted series of financial sector liberalization measures in late 1980s and 90s, included interest rate liberalizations, entry deregulations, reductions of reserve requirements, and removal of credit allocations. In many cases, the timing of financial sector liberalization coincided with that of capital amount liberalization. Domestic banks were given access to cheap loan from abroad and allocated those resources to domestic production sectors. Financial sector reforms are a necessary for every country to keep pace with the global change and fluctuations in the world economy. After the major reforms that the first took place in India during the 90s, the Indian economy is constantly evolving. Many reforms are on their way, while many have proved their mettle in improving the financial conditions of the country. Since independent, the growth of India financial sector can be divided, divided into three distinct phases. First phase is characteristic by active state intervention with a view of building up the international infrastructure. A developing economy like in a India catch up with the modern banking and development of the money and capital market could not be afford to wait for autonomous growth of the financial system. The active state involvement and regulated flow of funds with bias towards protectionism was the need but had serious implication of Indian economy. The system end up being over-regulated, the features by the licensing Raj and bureaucracy glitches. From macroeconomic perspective, the 1970s may be said to constitute the first phase of Indian financial system. The second phase of economic development was characterized by deregulations, rationalization, and simplification. This phase tried to correct correct financial policy. 1991 onward, the economy integrated this second phase of development. Major highlight of economic reform in India. During the reform period, the growth in service was increasing while the agriculture sector declined and industrial sector was fluctuating. Next, highlight of economic reform in India is the opening of Indian economy led to sharp increase in foreign direct investment and foreign exchange reserve. These foreign investment include foreign institutional investment and direct investment. India is one of the successful exporter of engineering goods, auto parts, IT software, and textile during the time of reform. The price rise during the reform was also kept under control. Failure of the economic reform in India, the agriculture sector was neglected and the public investment in this sector was reduced and hence the infrastructure area were affected. The subsidies on the fertilizer were removed and hence it led to the increase in the cost of production which affected many marginal and small farmers. Further, many policies were introduced which reduced the import duties on agriculture products, reduced minimum support price, increased the threat of international organizations competing with the global farmers. The industrial sector uneven growth. The import were made cheaper as the result of the demand for industrial goods reduced. The globalization which allowed to free trade between the country affected the adversely on the local industry and thus affected employment opportunities. The reform led to an increase in economic colonialism. It is also led to the erosion of culture. etc. Thank you. In next lecture, we will discuss about the structure change in the Indian economy. Thank you.